watching it. Just getting a little too close to my car, but okay. As long as she doesn't hit it, I'm good. Okay, so I just asked her if she was a tenant there, called her by her name. She said that's not her name and don't act like I know her. Yeah, I got a feeling she's a tenant. So yeah, apparently same type of personality, whether she's the maid, the caretaker, or the tenant, you know, just not very pleasant at all. And there she goes again. Okay, so yeah, it's Friday, July 2nd. It's after 6 p.m. Just had that little run-in with the next door. I don't know, like I said, if she is considered a tenant, a house cleaner, a caretaker, all of the above, but live in. I don't know what her official title is. I just know she's been there for over 30 days now in different vehicles. And, you know, when my neighbor decided to destroy my bird perch, you know, she was there with her. And like I said, I have noticed she's cleaning the place, so maybe she is the house cleaner, but she's been there for 30 days, so maybe she's a live-in. I don't know. I just know that the sheriff told me her name is Misty. And Misty is not very pleased with the fact that I called her out by name. So, yeah. You know, yeah. Definitely, you know, no matter who my neighbor has residing with her over the last 20 years, it's always been people that are not very pleasant. So, I shouldn't be surprised, right? But I did not attack this woman. I just said her name. That's all I did. Apparently all you got to do to ruffle feathers with the people next door is call them out by name. But yeah, no, obviously she does not want to talk with me. So on Tuesday, I am definitely heading back to the sheriff's office, and I am going to file another bank levy. I'm going to file another third-party levy. And even if that person next door is not living there, the sheriff will talk to her again to confirm she's not living there. And also, you know, my fingers are crossed at this point that HUD sends me an email soon. I was checking it just now, but there's no email from HUD yet because, you know, I'm hoping they're going to go ahead and pay off that lien. And then I don't have to do any more bank levies, any more third-party levies, any more courtroom appearances with my next-door neighbor. The headache will be over with, you know. Sure, she'll still live next to me, but I can easily ignore that. Yeah, I did build a fence. But anyway, yeah, no, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that HUD decides to just go ahead and pay off that lien. And then that will truly put an end to just having to deal with my next door neighbor on this negative level. Yeah, I mean, like I said, no matter what, she's still going to live next to me, but it'll save me a little bit of time and energy and money having to go to the sheriff every month to try and collect the money she owes me, right? Not to mention those courtroom appearances where she's supposed to show me all this documentation. Yeah, I'm hoping that HUD just goes ahead and steps up and just says, let's just go ahead and put an end to this and we'll pay off the lien now. That would be great. It really would be great, not just for me, but for her, her grandson, her tenants, everybody. You know, it would just, like I said, it'd be like just wiping that slate clean. So we'll see what happens, but it's Friday. It's after 6 p.m. I'm due for some dinner. And hopefully maybe come Tuesday, I won't have to go to the sheriff's department. Hopefully maybe I'll hear from HUD before Tuesday. Okay, it's August 5th, and I'm currently headed back to the courthouse, actually the sheriff's department. It's another triple-digit day, so yeah, I just got to the courthouse. I'm heading over to the sheriff's. I'm going to put in another bank levy, and I'm going to find out if I can get the name of that person that's living with my neighbor. Yep, I guess the sheriff's office is closed today. Gotta come back tomorrow. I remember the clerk telling me something about the sheriff's office being closed, but I thought that was in Ventura County. I didn't know that was here, also in Simi Valley. So, okay, I gotta come back tomorrow. Hey, all right, so back, and it's still hot out. Did some yard work, had some dinner. So I got to go back to the courthouse tomorrow, the sheriff's section, and do that again, bank levy. That'll be number 4. And I'll probably get back the information that she's closed her account again. But, you know, I got to do the bank levy to find out. And the third-party levy, well, you know, I'll have to do that too. But hopefully this time, you know, I'll have the sheriff make sure that he shows, or she shows him, that she's living there due to rent-free in lieu of cleaning her house. And, you know, it does need to be cleaned, so yeah, if that's what it is, great. Clean that house. Clean that yard. Just clean up that whole trash bin, please. I've got no problems with that. But what I do have a problem with is during the third-party levy, the whole purpose of the third-party levy is that you collect the money that is being given to the landlord, right? The judgment debtor. So if she's doing it in lieu of house cleaning, then I need to see a contract. I also need to see, you know, the full name there. Because when I go to that appearance and examination debtor, she's going to have to bring in proof that she's living there in lieu of cleaning the house. And, well, at any rate, so for some reason, you know, I was in the back there by the garage, and it occurred to me, yeah, I got this wild idea. Could be dangerous, I don't know. Yeah, you know, I have a projector, and I have all those videos I had to show the judge. Yeah, okay, so are you already seeing where I'm going with this? If not, let me explain it. I have a projector, and I have all the videos of my neighbor, her grandson, the roommate, everything they were doing to me, did to me, and every, you know, what transpired, so that when I got into that courtroom, I was able to prove that my neighbor is not a nice person. And it's why I won the court case, because it showed her intentionally digging that trench underneath my fence. It showed her doing, you know, a bunch of other things. But anyway, so it occurred to me, after I had to show all those videos on the wall at the courthouse, I could show them on the wall that's facing her backyard, you know, the tool shed. Yeah, put it on a loop. Let it play all night long, and maybe her new tenant will see it. Like she's at the drive-in. And then maybe she'll understand what's going on. I don't know, yeah. Just a dumb idea, right? But it kind of gave me a chuckle to think about doing it. Yeah, when they go low, learn to play, or learn to do the limbo. Go lower. And of course, I'm still keeping my fingers crossed that HUD gets back in touch with me, because when they did get in touch with me last week, they gave me reason to believe that they're going to try and resolve this issue, or at least help me resolve this issue, since I do have a lien on that house. So hopefully HUD will get in touch and the matter will be resolved soon. I'm not sure what my neighbor is up to right now, but I don't know. It doesn't look good. It's probably not good knowing her. I was watering the lawn, and I noticed that she took her vehicle and moved it as close to the sign that separates her house and this house, so that it's within my camera view, I guess. I don't know. Maybe just so that, I guess, her roommate or whoever that person is can park in front of her so that I don't see her vehicle. I don't know. I just know that she also has a rent-a-car right now. And apparently was whatever, parked in front of the other neighbor's house, kind of blocking the driveway. And the other neighbor asked her to move it. Start yelling at her, and I see it happening, and she gets out and she's loading up, I guess, the rent-a-car. So I don't know if she's getting ready to take off, go somewhere or whatever, on a long trip or something again. But the driveway, her driveway, is filled with her son's truck that she has, and currently another car, a Cadillac that just showed up out of the blue, and the truck from the house cleaner or the tenant, whichever that is, keeps showing up at different hours, like around 11 o'clock at night, what have you. So, I don't know. She has a rent-a-car. She's loading it up. She's making the other neighbor mad because she's doing it in front of her house. And she took her vehicle and moved it as close. Let's see. Yeah, there's the truck. Okay, yeah. So, I don't know. I just got a feeling my neighbor's up to something that's probably not good. Okay, it's Tuesday, August 6th, and I'm heading back to the courthouse. Got to head over to the sheriff's department since it was closed yesterday. New hours. Okay, so once again, issued another bank levy and another third-party levy. Okay, proof of service, third-party levy served, but to Misty, who lives in the front house. All right, so the motorcycle is back, the truck is back. Okay, it's the end of a long day indeed. But I did manage to get to the sheriff's office and did another bank levy. This makes number 4. And I anticipate, of course, hearing that the account that is shared between defendant number 1 and 2 no longer exists. Because, number 2 is no longer living there. So I anticipate, hearing that no account closed. I could be wrong, but that's what I anticipate hearing. And did another third-party levy. Now, the third-party levy, I learned today while I was there that it had been served, but the tenant got me on a technicality. Because, when you write it out, you got to write it out precise. And I worded it that the tenant that lives in the backyard there, where there's 2 different rooms for rent, that any money's owed, would be paying the sheriff instead of paying defendant number 1. Well, apparently, as she told the sheriff, her name is Misty, but she lives in the house. So, technically, it doesn't apply to her. She's right. So, this time I wrote it out to cover my bases, I guess, all the way around. I said, to any tenants living in the house or in the back rooms. To, they are responsible to pay the sheriff any rents, any monies due, rather than give it to defendant number one. So hopefully maybe that'll do something, but I still think she probably is going to move before that even goes down, At this point in time, yeah, my fingers are still crossed that eventually I am going to hear from HUD sometime this week, and it'll put it into this headache, and they're just going to go ahead and step up to the plate and say that they're going to go ahead and pay off that lien, because I did get that letter, last week telling me that, they're going to try and resolve the issue. So maybe they will. But in the meantime, yeah, long day today. And the guy on the motorcycle just got back. Yeah, I am keeping that area blocked off so they can't park there. So yes, I am definitely back to just parking in front of the house so that they can't park there, or putting the trash cans spaced out real far so they can't park there. But, who knows? Maybe I'll start parking in front of their house. Yeah, no, I ain't going to do that. But, yeah, definitely I'm being strategic in making sure that there is no excuse, no reason for us to bicker or fight or anything. As long as they don't park in front of this house, we have no reason to bicker. I'm getting ready to show you an example of why I don't want my neighbor or any of her tenants parking in front of this house. Hey, Enterprise, you may want to think twice before renting this woman a car again. So yeah, take note. Next time you go to rent a car, check to make sure the alignment's okay. Because clearly the person who rented it before you may not be very good at parking. Parks half of it on the curb and the other half on the street. Yeah, definitely has problems parking.